Stop following me. My crush is here. She didn't look at me when she said it, just a smirk. Polite, surgical. Her hand caressed my chest, steering me toward the exit like I was staff who'd overstayed. The room hummed with money and perfume, glass clinked, laughter rose and fell on cue. I nodded. Of course I did. I walked past the valet stand, out into the cold, the doors sealing behind me with a soft, final hiss. I stood there longer than necessary, listening to my breath slow, watching my reflection blur in the glass. 10 minutes, that's how long it took. My phone vibrated once, unknown number. I answered. Silence. Breathing. Then a voice, tight with panic. "The man you just dismissed," he said. I saw his driver's license when he dropped his wallet. Dear God. A pause. That's the chairman's. I closed my eyes. Inside, something finally clicked into place. Not anger. Alignment. The storm had always been there. It just had a name now. I didn't go back inside. I didn't need to. The truth had been rehearsing itself for months. Late meetings, phone tilted away from me in bed, a laugh she didn't bring home anymore. I told myself stories, comfortable ones, the kind men tell when they're afraid of what silence might say back. But tonight, she'd pushed me out. Publicly. Casually. As if I were an inconvenience she could erase with a gesture. I walked to my car, sat, waited. My wife had always loved proximity to power. She said it made her feel safe, seen. I thought she meant us. I watched the building's lights ripple across the hood, counted breaths. When she finally called, I let it ring. Once. Twice. I answered on the third. "Where did you go?" she asked, irritation dressed as concern. "Home," I said. A pause. "You didn't have to leave like that." I smiled, though she couldn't see it. I did. She exhaled sharply. "You're being dramatic." No, I was being precise. I didn't confront her. That would have been messy, inefficient. Instead, I watched. I noticed how she started dressing differently on Thursdays, how her calendar suddenly filled with client dinners she never brought leftovers from. I pulled phone records, not illegally. I owned the account. A number appeared again and again. Unlisted. Corporate exchange. I followed patterns, timelines, gaps. At work, I stayed invisible. That's the privilege of real power. No one watches you because they think they already know you. I requested security footage under the guise of a systems audit. Saw her in elevators she didn't work in, laughing, touching an arm that wasn't mine. I recognized him immediately. Mid-level executive. Ambitious. Handsome in a forgettable way. Her crush. I ordered a background check on him. Routine. Clean. Except for one thing. He'd been bragging. Dropping hints about access. About influence. About how close he was getting to the top. I slept beside my wife every night. Listened to her breathe. And planned. I invited her to dinner. Neutral territory. Quiet. No mirrors. She smiled like she always did when she thought she was winning. I slid my phone across the table. A single image. Security footage. Elevator. Her hand on his wrist. She didn't touch the phone. Instead, she looked at me. "How long?" she asked. I considered lying. "Long enough," I said. Her face folded inward. Not guilt. Calculation failing. "He doesn't know," she said quickly. "Who you are, I swear." I nodded. "I know." That's when she cried. Big, messy tears. Hands shaking. Reaching for me. I didn't move. The next morning, I called him into my office. He walked in confident, relaxed, until he saw me. Recognition hit him like vertigo. I gestured to the chair. "Sit." He did. I let the silence stretch, let him understand exactly how small he was. "She told you to dismiss me," I said calmly. "At the party." He swallowed, nodded. "I saw your license," I continued. "You should be more careful." His mouth opened, closed. "I won't fire you," I said. "That would be easy." He looked up, hope flickering. "I'll promote you," I went on, publicly. "Tie your name to mine." His face drained of color. "And when the board investigates the ethical breach," I finished, "they'll remember who reached up instead of down." I stood. "You're done here." She moved out within a week. No fights, no apologies, just boxes, space, quiet. I watched her leave from the window, felt nothing. Somewhere between the party and the promotion, I'd let go. Not of her, of the version of myself who needed to be chosen. Power isn't loud. Vindication isn't cruel. It's knowing the truth, and never having to explain it. I turned off the light, and didn't look back.